Like I said, this isn't me giving a PowerPoint presentation nearly as much as it is me trying to answer questions that you might have. And so when I came over, I had mentioned that I actually had another handout that I left. And so this is, when I do the PowerPoint presentation, this is the hard copy of what I show online. So this gives me a little bit more of a resource guide, but it also gives you an opportunity to have some specific things.
Now, regarding the question about that you said that only what's listed in the question can actually happen. But I've been under the impression from listening to what's happening at other school districts is that they have used their money on other things. And in particular, even here in West Bend, I think there was a sculpture that was added to Badger that was not listed specifically. So my concern is, are we going to end up doing maybe some la-di-da kind of things, whether it's lighting or whatever, that maybe is a waste of money that's not being spent on education.
What I can tell you is that it is this, okay? But having said that, when you look at it, it says the new Jackson Elementary School, safety, security, building infrastructure, technical education and engineering lab improvements, remodeling and capital improvements at the high school, and acquisitions of related furniture, fixtures, and equipment.
So that's what covers
sculptures
or lighting.
And I'm going to tell you, there's no sculpture planned for the facility. That when they looked at the proposed cost of doing everything, okay, that they came up with based on comparisons of what the cost is in other communities for a new elementary. They believe that it's going to be in that $24 million range, okay? When they looked at all the things that were on the list for the high school, it might have been $50 or $60 million worth of cost. They knew that the likelihood of the district going to and asking for $100 million or $80 million probably wasn't going to happen, okay? And nor did we want it to happen because that's a significant tax request. And so there's more projects than what there's money for. And I don't get to vote, but I can tell you the last thing anybody wants to do is to waste the difficult funds that it's hard to get on things that really aren't pertaining to what we need to do.
As long as we're talking about money, what happened to the money that was received from the sale of Barton School?
So the sale of Barton School, that money is still, it hasn't been spent. It hasn't been used for anything. So that the board will have a decision, that $500,000 that was there, whether it'll go to offset future debt, whether it will go to pay off existing debt, whether it will be used for capital improvements in other schools, that will be a decision that the board has. That there's nothing specific in Wisconsin law that requires that the sale of that piece of property, the revenue from that has to be spent here, or here. It would seem like, since it was a capital purchase or a capital project piece of property, the logical place to spend that money would be for either pay down debt, not use as much debt, or to provide for other facility improvements. Decorah needs new lights, okay? Not asking for new lights at Decorah. At some point in time, that will need to happen. So maybe you put the money into another account for the sole purpose of capital improvements down the road. But I would recommend to the board that since it was capital money that was used to, we got it with the sale of a capital asset,